Well, all right, guys, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III is officially here. 3 years after the R6 II, and Canon has made some really interesting changes. So today we're going to break down exactly what's new, what's improved, and whether it's actually worth upgrading from the Mark II. So let's get into it. On the outside, these two cameras look identical. It's going to be the same body, same layout, same grip. But inside, things have changed quite a bit. So the R6 III brings more resolution, a stronger stabilization system, a bigger buffer, better battery life, and some impressive new video features. So if you're a hybrid shooter or someone who pushes your camera hard, there's definitely something to pay attention to here. So let's start off with sensor and image quality. The R6 II uses a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor, which is great. I own the R6 II, I love it. But some shooters felt that it was a little low for detail work or heavy cropping. The new R6 III jumps to a 32.5 megapixel, giving you roughly about 25% more resolution. And that's a noticeable boost if you like to crop, print, or just want that extra detail in your still images. Now, because of that higher pixel count, the ISO range has shifted slightly. The R6 II went all the way up to 204,800 expanded, but the Mark III is roughly half of that. So you lose a bit of extreme high ISO range, but gain finer detail and more flexibility in good light. Both cameras still use the DxO processor, so overall color, dynamic range, and speed are in the same area, just with that extra resolution edge on the new model, which is great. Next up, we have video performance. And this is where Canon clearly aimed at the R6 III at creators who do both photo and video. The Mark II could record 4K 60 internal and 10-bit, oversampled to 6K. You could also shoot 6K RAW externally over HDMI, which was already impressive for its time in class. But the Mark III takes that much further. It can record 7K RAW internally at up to 60 frames per second. Shoot 7K 30p open gate. Now that's impressive. And it delivers 4K 120p or 2K 180p slow motion internally. No external recorder needed. That's wild. Plus, you now get oversampled 4K 60p and even 4K 60p live streaming directly from the camera. The first time Canon's offered that on a full frame EOS body. And on top of all that, you get all the pro level tools. You get waveforms, you get proxies, metadata tagging, false color, focus breeding correction, and both C-Log2 and C-Log3 profiles. And there's also a full-sized HDMI port and support for 4-channel audio, which is a big plus for serious video users. That full-size HDMI port though, guys, we love to see that in all cameras. So yeah, this is a serious step up for filmmakers and hybrid shooters, no doubt about it. Okay, moving on to autofocus. The Mark II already borrowed much of its AF system from the Canon's flagship R3 when that came out, tracking people, animals, and vehicles with excellent accuracy. And I can account for this because I've been using the Mark II, and the autofocus is some of the best in the industry. The Mark III, though, builds on that with improved tracking algorithms and some clever new features. You now get registered people priority mode, which lets you store and prioritize up to 10 faces, even from side profiles, which is super cool and super useful. This is going to be great for weddings, sports, or events. And you can now also register up to 6 custom AF setting profiles and recall them instantly. A nice touch for pros who bounce between different shooting styles. In low light, both cameras can still focus down to -6.5 EV with a fast lens, so performance there as well, excellent. Just like all Canon cameras, I must say. For burst shooting, both can shoot 12 frames per second mechanical or 40 frames per second electronic, which was already insane for its time for the Mark II. So it's incredibly fast for even the Mark III, and it's more than enough. But the Mark III buffer is twice as deep, around 150 RAWs versus 75 RAWs on the R6 II, especially if you're using CF Express cards now. And Canon added a pre-continuous shooting mode that captures up to 20 frames before you press the shutter, perfect for capturing split-second action. This feature was also included in the Mark II as well, as we all know. So what about stabilization and design? Well, physically, they're nearly identical. Same size, same weather sealing, and same comfortable grip. But the new Mark III is a touch heavier, around 699 grams, with battery and a card. But you would never really notice it in hand. And the in-body stabilization system is already excellent on the Mark II, and it has been a little bit refined. You're now getting 8.5 stops of stabilization compared to 8 on the previous model. Now, this doesn't sound too huge, but that half a stop can make a difference for handheld video or slow shutter speeds in low light. We'll take it. The EVF in the screen will remain the same. It's going to be 3.69 million dot viewfinder with a 120Hz refresh rate and a 3-inch vari-angle LCD that flips out for vlogging or low-angle shots, which is both in the Mark II and the 3. Okay, let's talk about memory, battery, and connectivity. When it comes to memory cards, the R6 II uses a dual SD UHS Mark II slot. The Mark III upgrades to a CF Express Type B slot and a 1 SD slot, giving you far faster write speeds and the ability to handle those massive 7K files. That's just the way it is. CF Express cards are a lot tankier than the SD cards and a lot faster. But they are more expensive as well. Let's not forget about that. What about battery life? Well, battery life is also improving. The Mark III uses the new LPE6P battery that is rated for 620 shots compared to 450 on the R6 II. So that's around 40% boost, which is definitely noticeable in the long run. The R6 Mark II battery is all right. It isn't great. I got around 3 batteries and I rotate them, but a 40% boost, that's crazy good. And we're getting some upgrades when it comes to connectivity as well. The Mark III supports a 5 GHz Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, it's got a webcam mode, and a previously mentioned 4K live streaming capabilities. So if you stream, tether, remote control your camera often, it's just smoother all around. So let's talk price and final thoughts here. How much will this all cost? When the Mark II launched, it cost around $2.5 grand. But with the Mark III, it's gonna cost around $2,800 thereabout. So it's not a huge leap in cost, but the benefits that you're getting and the upgrades that you're getting are substantial. But if you're mainly a still shooter, the R6 Mark II is still a fantastic camera. It's fast, reliable, and now likely cheaper. But if you're doing hybrid work and you want a higher resolution, better video tools, faster workflow, or more battery life, and you don't have the R6 Mark II already in your arsenal, the Mark III is a clear winner. Go for the Mark III, no doubt. So Canon didn't reinvent the wheel here. They refined it. It's smarter, more polished version of an already excellent all-rounder. So what do you guys think? Would you stick with the R6 II, or are you ready to make the jump to the Mark III? So drop your thoughts below, and if this breakdown helped you out, hit like, hit subscribe. It really helps me keep these videos coming. I'll see you guys in